Hi guys, so it is the end of the year. What have you been doing about your year-end evaluations, the ones that you have to do for your workplaces? So for myself, there were quite a bit of questions that were being asked about what you have done for the organization, how you have impacted the organization, areas of growth for yourself, and a whole lot of other questions. We go to work, we come home, and when we go to work, my question to you all is, are you thinking about how am I impacting the organization? I don't know. I never think about that like when I'm working. For me, I'm a nurse. I'm a registered nurse. And my job involves seeing patients from the time I walk in to the time I leave my work. My goal is to satisfy their needs, to do the best of what's provided and what's happening with the patient, to treat them well, provide their treatments on time, and make sure that my patients feel comfortable. And when we are talking during our time together, that is me and the patient, that I have made a difference in that patient's life. I don't know. I never think about the organization at large. All I'm thinking about in the moment is, what am I doing for my patient? How is my day like? How am I juggling, back and forth with my patients and my paperwork, my computer? Am I up to date? Because after you see your patient, you have to give a report on what you did. Yeah, so are you thinking about all that? So I did my year evaluations, and we have tools in our disposal these days. And I like that our workplace, they've got their own tool that we can also use. With those tools, it's not the tool writing for you, but you give them your information, and then it can help you to word it in such a way that is favorable to whatever it is that you're putting down and everything. So I feel comfortable in the year evaluations that I put. So let me know in the comment section, what did you put in your year-end evaluations? How you have impacted, even how to go about it. Where do you even begin? Where do you begin? Throughout the whole year, are you thinking about, how am I impacting my company, my organization as a whole? Or you're trying to do the best you can as a worker? The best, I think your best is what ends up impacting the organization. Because when you do your best, especially with patient care, with your team members, your co-workers, as well as your managers, your supervisors, whatever type of job that you do, whoever, is in your surroundings that you interact with on a day-to-day basis, I think you are impacting in a positive way as long as your attitude is good. So that's how I took it, and that's how I take it. And for someone who loves their job, I don't think it's a no-brainer for me. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section, because I always find it interesting when it comes to that, because there's mixed emotions. I have friends out there that don't even work with me or anything like that, but each time when I ask them, what have you been writing on your year-end evals, or they are the ones that bring up the topic and they say, I don't even know what to write, my year-end evaluations are approaching, and I think the managers are, they're requiring so much from me, my supervisors. I don't know. I'm also in the same boat, because, of course, it's hard to talk about yourself sometimes. Very difficult. You can talk about other people, but yourself, selling yourself, sometimes I find it difficult. So action speaks louder than words sometimes. So even if you fumble and you write whatever mumbo jumbo in your evaluations, sometimes your managers will be able to correct you, your supervisors will be able to be like, hey, Esther, how come you wrote this when you are this, right? You do such a good job at this. How come you didn't write this? And that feedback is always helpful, especially for the next time when you're writing down, when you're doing anything to do with the evaluations, whether be it year end, beginning of the year, what you plan to achieve for the for the year as an individual, or for the betterment of the organization that you work for. I find them to be very interesting. The only thing is that I don't get to see what other people wrote. Maybe if I was in a managerial position, that would be even more fun, where I'll be able to see what people are writing about, their positives, their areas of growth, as well as their impact. Yeah, that would be interesting. So maybe if we get a take on somebody who is in a managerial position too, what it is that they come across. And I know some people, they find that to be a time for them to be putting their grievances about their workplace. But I don't think that is the time and place for it. This is about your year-end evaluation. It's not asking, unless if your company is asking you about what you think about them. But this is about you selling yourself. Even the negative, something that you find negative, don't make it negative. You understand? I don't know the right word to even say, but when you are putting it down, make that negative be a positive. You need to put some suggestions that are beneficial for whatever criticism that you're coming up with. Same thing about yourself. If they say areas of growth, what are your weaknesses? Don't sell yourself too short, because you are better than that. You are greater than that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember, happiness is not found in material things, but it is found in people. I love you, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Don't forget, write down in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. Bye.